Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening, everybody. Sean Higgs coming at you. A little late night money. We'll talk about some AAC, some ACC, and that'll be the show tonight. Again, all week we'll be doing some college football, right? We'll go through all the conferences. I'm just pulling up the banners here. We got AAC, ACC, they'll do Big 10, Big 12, Conference USA, roll into some Independence, MAC, Mountain West on Wednesday, SEC, Sunbelt, Pac-12. We'll break them up into Thursday and Friday there. Maybe we'll do 3 and 3, and then we'll get a look at lines in there for the last week of preseason football. So, all right. We'll jump into some American Athletic. Move my little daily baseball out of the way. Now, for the show, I posted my totals here. Talk about each team briefly. And these are the totals that I bet and a couple leans that I liked a little bit as well. So we'll start out here. Your Bearcats, obviously not the favorite. They are projected to win, right? They're the top cats, definitely not the top dogs. But at a plus 240 spot here, total sitting at a 9.5. You got a new quarterback. They're opening up, and again, we'll talk about their week ones. They got Arkansas there to start off the season. And again, I look at it. Listen, possibly a 10-win team, right? You have at Central Florida, no Houston on the schedule, which is big, right? They're them UCF top teams here in the AAC. Should predict probably a 10-2, right? Maybe they lose at Arkansas. A little bit of a dog there. That line had moved a little bit. I think that opener on since he was an 8, I think it's down to 7. Slight move there. I actually kind of like the Razorbacks in week 1. Again, raking in a new QB. Yeah, you really want to go over that 9.5? I don't know. I think they get picked off Arkansas. I think UCF gets them. I'm kind of a little high in UCF, although they're they got their own little not problems. Gus Malzahn. He's pretty decent coach, right? Little BCS kind of guy. Wasn't he pretty good like 2013 back in the day? Tim, come on in, say hello.
You're not making fun of East Carolina yet, are you?
No, I'm just talking Cincy. It's they're 9.5. It's a 240. Again, I'm not running out to bet them here. Going over their schedule, it's could they get there? Yeah, even if they lose their 2 games, they could still probably get to 10 wins. But I don't know. I'm not high in Cincy. Houston's actually the favorite here in the conference at plus $2, believe it or not, to win it. So no UCF, no Cincinnati. They got Texas Tech, but Texas Tech is, I think, projected to be like a 10-win team. Where's my Big 12? They're Texas Tech is like a 5-6-win team. So I look at this Houston squad as a good possible overplay at 9. No UCF, no Cincy, easy, not easy. They're at your East Carolina guys at Memphis, who's kind of a tough team. But I don't know. Maybe with Norville gone, maybe they haven't really responded. SMU, I think these guys are a 10-win team. We could lean to an over here on them. But the next squad up is my UCF. Here we go. Over to 9 here, or 9.5. I like it. They get Cincy at home. top wide receiver back, top running back. Again, Malzone kind of gets things done. I'll look at it over there for an official play here in a bet. Uh, SMU, it's a 6.5, 10-1 to win the conference. Again, once you get past the top three, to me, it's I don't mind taking flyers or looking a little deeper on some teams, but here you're so top heavy. New head coach here, SMU. I mean, good angle. 14-2 their last 16 at home. So you got Cincy and Houston at home, maybe worthy of a shot with their nice little dog if you want to kind of play on them there. Memphis 7.5 win as their win total. No Cincy. Again, 10-1 to win. Do I love it? No. But again, you have Houston, UCF coming to town, 20-2, home run. 20. Not, that's fine with me because you're going to be dogs in that spot.
Yeah.
So again, little kind of note to keep to yourself, like, wow, all right, you're 22 at home. Obviously, these kind of smaller schools, conferences, however you want to word them, you get the big ranked team coming to town. Those fans will have like whiteouts or blackouts or whatever kind of jersey nonsense. They'll have some big kind of pep rally there for the squad. Now next up here, 20-1, your ECU Pirates.
Well, they're not, as much as I want to say they're going to win it. They're not. But
senior QB, not bad. But you're at Cincy, at BYU, home UCF at home, Houston at home, NC State, who's going to look pretty good at home. Memphis. You got a tough little schedule here. I mean, 7-5. They're going to get the 7 wins. Like,
if there's a season for East Carolina to prove that they could possibly be a football school, this is the year with 4 ranked opponents according to the preseason rankings. That big game at home, first week, NC State, is going to be a season trender. We're going to see exactly what this team is made of.
Yeah, and we'll talk about them in a second when we do the ACC. But yeah, are they going to come in here and get smoked? Like, a lot of hype on NC State.
Yeah.
I'm buying a little bit. I like the over in the NC State. The 8.5 for them. ECU. You look at it. Can they get 7 wins? At Cincy, at BYU look like losses, and then you have UCF at home. What do you think? You think they're gonna win at those 2 spots? I mean, come on, that's
no.
All right.
although I think Cincinnati takes a step back, I don't think Cincinnati loses to East Carolina.
Not at home.
BYU is going to be a tough game. Houston will be a tough game.
But you're home right now. You're talking home.
Will be a tough game.
They should beat Memphis at home.
Yes.
And UCF and Houston, maybe they're not as good as maybe you could steal one of those. You're going to need one of those to get to the win total.
Yep.
Or plus NC State. Those are 4 tough ones. Houston, Central Florida, NC State, and then you got Memphis a little as an outlier. So you got 6 tough games. Those 4 and 2 away games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 6. That's your 6-6 record. You got to get something out of there to pull that to the 7-win squad.
You never know. They did some stuff last year that we didn't expect them to do. So
can you go 1-5? You're looking for a 1-5.
1-5 versus NC State, UCF, BYU, Cincinnati, Houston,
Memphis.
I think they beat Memphis.
So you should.
I think they beat Memphis. UCF's a close game. Houston's a close game, and NC State's a close game.
So Tulane comes in 25-1, 6 wins. Last year, real tough schedule for them. And this year, I look at it again, man. You got home, the SMU, Cincy, UCF, ECU. Memphis, Houston, Tulsa on the road. Right at it, they have UMass.
Win.
Alcorn, Southern Miss. That's 3.
Yep.
Southern Miss, South Florida rather should be a win also, even on the on the road because that's a 4-win team. Mm-hmm. So even if they steal that, that's 3. So say 3.5. Where are the other wins coming from here? Are they going to beat ECU at home?
No.
Well, definitely not UCF, not SMU, not Cincy,
not
Memphis, Houston, Tulsa. I mean, do they win Tulsa on the road? Again,
maybe.
I'd have to lean. I'm leaning under. That's an under for me.
Probably, yeah.
And Tulsa, I got to lean under 5.5. I looked at their schedule. I don't even see 6 wins on their schedule. So I don't think they're a good squad. Yeah. South Florida 4. This is an underplay for me. I got Howard as a win. And then where's another win? BYU loss, Florida loss, Louisville loser, at Cincy, at Houston. No, I mean, BYU, Florida, at Louisville,
They
at
could be
Cincy, at
Temple.
Houston, at UCF. That's 6 losses.
They could
SMU
beat
at home.
Houston. Sorry, they could beat Temple.
Maybe.
Sorry.
But that's even up. But that's on the road, so I don't even know. Maybe Temple
Yeah.
steals the game. And I got Temple as an under here too. You see them coming up next with Navy. A couple bad teams here, like South Florida.
Oh, yeah.
Look at the schedule. Yikes. Navy, 4 wins. Delaware, Temple. Tulsa at home? Maybe they beat Tulsa because they're a 5-win team. 4 losing season in this guy's career for the head coach, back to back last 2 years. So they got some, again, that's again, lean on the under here. And then Temple 2.5. Where are you going to win here? Lafayette and UMass at home.
See.
They got Lafayette, UMass at Duke. Even at Duke, they're a 7-point dog, and Duke's brutal.
I like Temple at Duke, but I'm not high on Duke. So Duke went like awful last year. So
yeah,
Temple, I believe, is
Duke's
a better
predicted
team.
for 3 wins as well. This is not a good team.
I think they're a better team than Duke. I think that Temple might be able to scratch out a win at Duke. Other than that, Lafayette, UMass, and that's pretty much about it. And maybe a shot against Navy or South Florida at home.
Yeah,
but no, this Temple team, that's rough for them.
I got to lean there just because I don't know.
But it's 2.5. I would go over.
Let's head back to the band. I'm going to put these AAC. We'll head to the scroll. Actually, we're going to bring up now. Why isn't we? There we go. So the first, I went through the first weekend of games here. So we got Temple plus 753 Duke. I'm not running the jump on this game. I got no real thought on this game.
I'll be on Temple plus the points. It's more of a fade of Duke. The line's gone from it's gone from 8 to 6.5. And and I know you see 7, but I see 6.5 in some places.
Yep.
And
it could be.
And there's your thinking. Duke just has to win by a touchdown.
So the lines might be a little off. I loaded these up, obviously. Ahead of time,
I'm using covers for mine, so they're not always exactly on.
So we know people sometimes come in like, oh, the line. Well, I mean, I can't load in 2 conferences and every single opening day line live.
Correct.
Correct. Not that kind of speed with my fingers. Again, so this is probably going to be a no play for me. Saturday, though, we got some games here. So I do like Arkansas over Cincy.
Yes, I do lean that way.
We're bringing in a new quarterback. I mean, and again, 8.5 opener is one thing. Okay, and this is where it comes into you get a better line at one spot, and you take shots because you can get an openers. Again, it's not a lot of money to get down on a lot of these openers, but if you put 20 games down, maybe you split out and get some good numbers, and it is what it is, and that's going forward. Now, obviously, 99.9% of people watching or betting aren't going to have any of the opener numbers unless you're in Vegas or you got to book. And some do. Some of the online stuff you could get down stuff early. The lines have been up for at least well over a month in most books. You should. I've got a couple games that the lines moved. It is what it is. It is what it is. I like Arkansas. Houston, 5.5 at San Antonio. I kind of like the Houston team, but this is a little battle. This is a 3-hour ride. I maybe lean to the little home dog there. To UTSA. I don't know.
I think Houston stomps them.
I
don't think UTSA is going to be as good as they were last year.
That is.
I think everybody's going to go and see what did they do? 10-2 last year, or 11-1, whatever they were. They were one of the last undefeated teams, minus Georgia and Alabama. Or Georgia, and no, I don't think they're going to be as good as they were last year.
No. You see the short 5.5. Where's my San Antonio here? I didn't even get down to San Antonio yet to do the conference yet, but I look at it though as a 5.5 looks a little light. I think people will be coming in, rolling on the Cougs there. Tulsa, Wyoming. I'm grabbing Wyoming here. This is their second game. It'll be game 2 for them.
Yep.
And I don't care how bad people think Wyoming's going to be, right? They lose a couple of their key guys. I do have the under in this game. I got a little better number. But on the road in Wyoming. Come on, that's Wyoming's a tough place to play, whether it be basketball or football.
Yeah,
I don't
with
think
altitude and stuff. 100%.
as your first game, you're going to go up and play in Wyoming. Who's going to have a game against
Illinois
under their belt
already? I
already?
think they covered that game. Illinois covers game 1.
I got an under. That's the under I'm talking about. I'm sorry, I'm not talking about this game. We got the Illinois under.
Yep.
And they're a 10-point dog there, I believe. Yeah.
Yep. I already have Wyoming locked in.
UMass 30-point against Tulane. I mean, and we just said Tulane's going to be a 6-win team, 5-win team. What did I just say that?
And they're a 30-point favorite. Kind of want to take a shot at the dog.
A 6-win team projected as a 30-point fave over you. Crazy. That's unbelievable. That's I mean, I'm just looking at my numbers. It's like nuts. Like, what is going on there? I don't know. This was a 31.5 opener. It ticked down a notch. I'll grab 30 points.
Shoot, yeah, I would too. Yeah. We already got UConn plus 28 the first game against Utah State because
I like it.
Utah State on their next week is against Alabama. You really think they're going to worry about beating UConn by 30 something in the first game? No.
Yeah, they'll be going through the motions. Let's rest up the guy's second half.
Yep.
The SMU in North Texas again. Texas, a lot of schools in Texas.
69.
Yeah, it was down. I think this North Texas line was a little higher as an opener. Whereas do I have a?
Well, North Texas does play, I believe, before this game.
This was a 75.5 when it came out.
North Texas does play against UTEP Saturday, so they get a little bit of a warm-up game.
Yep.
So that might be a North Texas spot plus the points at home.
Yeah. Again, this is kind of like the Houston one. You see the bigger school, even though they're not a giant major college, but you're laying kind of a short number, whether it be a touchdown or here, just got to win by 10 double digits.
Yeah, they only have to win by 10. It's not that bad. They're the better team. They should. No.
Memphis and Mississippi State, 16 and 57.
That's as much as I love taking dogs, I feel like that would be a Mississippi State spot.
I think one of the opening numbers on this, Mississippi State was like an 8 or 9 point fave. So you see where people came in. Yeah, and it kind of bumped it up. Yeah.
I don't think Memphis is going to be good. So no, I don't. I think Mississippi. I don't know if Mississippi State's going to be good, but they're going to be a SEC team against a AAC. So that's kind of. I'm thinking that one's a 25-point game.
I like the old. I'm going to take the small school going up SEC country. We got a lot to prove, and 16. I don't know. I mean, they're supposed to be a 7-win team. They just haven't really. They were tough under Norvell. He had and again, we'll talk about him in a second. He's at Florida State, but
yeah.
Do I want the 16? Not really. As you see, I got Arkansas and Wyoming in caps. That's where I'm leaning here for some AAC opening action here. Let's see what we got. We have comments in here. There we go.
Yeah.
Who's this guy? ECU to win the AAC. Let's run it.
No, Nick. As much as I would love to see it, that's not going to happen.
College football this Saturday. Yes, it is, Markel. We have college football. Yes, college football starts, so we're going to do a little previews this week.
Yep.
Yes, Markel. Yes, here we are. Starting up. Mississippi State playing Memphis. Yeah, Jay, we just grabbed this one. I don't know. I'm going to say probably Mississippi State to get it done.
Probably, yeah.
And we'll talk more about this. It's tough, because I don't come in and say a bunch of stuff, because then when I do SEC, we talk about Mississippi State as a play in that chat. So yeah, definitely. I mean, if you're looking at a bet here on a Monday night, I'd say take Mississippi State. That line's only going to go up. I'm not high on Memphis this year.
No.
Late night football. I got Duke beating Temple week 1. Here we go. The line was a touchdown. Tim says it's down to 6.5. This is a spot. Where's the 1-800-GAMBLER clip for this game? Duke Temple.
Oh, come on. The bum fights. Man, hold on.
Stop it. Get some help.
But I like Temple.
These are the dog. Ole Miss Troy.
22.5 point spread with Ole Miss at home, probably.
Yeah, I'm not. We're right now AAC and ACC. We're talking about, Jay. I can't.
That game could be a blowout.
It's way too much. I try to like. I know we have inter-conference games, obviously, but as I do the conference, I'll talk about a little bit on that side of things. So we'll do more SEC stuff and Sun Belt and Mountain West and stuff. Late night, baby. You know we run big facts. We got to come in late night this week with college football, and then in 2 weeks we'll do the NFL previews. No problem, Jay. No problem. College football is Saturday morning, straight out of Dublin, East Tenney.
Yeah.
East Tenney. You San Antonio. That's what happens.
No.
See, I like it. I like it, Nick. I agree with you.
But I'm also high on Houston, so
I'm going to say under, and I'm kind of leaning Nebraska, believe it or not. This Northwestern.
All right, we're against you. I'm against you fully.
Yeah, I was doing a little Big Ten earlier because I got the Big Ten and Big 12 tomorrow. I'm like, this Northwestern team does not look too good for me.
Yeah, but Nebraska should not be a 13-point favorite.
Speaking of not good, how about that Met run line tonight?
Wow, I thought we were talking football and you go throw a shot. Yeah, I know.
Well, I had him.
I know that looked like a Mets team that played 8 games in 7 days and was tired.
So best pick. I don't have a total. I'm sure Juicy's probably talking about this weekend on Saturday. I don't have this one game I love the most. I do have games posted for the whole week here. Week 1. There's not just one that I'm going to say I'm going to unload on. You know, what I got 8 or 9 games up. I got a bunch.
We got 7 up for week 0.
Yeah, Arkansas.
Yes.
Can't bet on locals unless there's a tournament. Oh, really? No
That's
local
rough.
teams betting. Because I think BC is going to be a good team to bet on.
Boston Cowards.
Boston Cowards, nice. Let's head into some ACC chat. All right, we'll start out in the Atlantic. But I'm just I'll leave these up. My sheet, I'm going to be a little all over the place here because I have both. I just wrote them all down in order here on my paper. But we'll start here if you just want to write down the Atlantic and the Coastal. It is what it is. So we'll start out with Clemson. Your favorite to win. I'm going to say over. Kind of a square play here. They should be favored in all 12 of their games. And you look at the schedule. NC State at home. Miami at home. At Notre Dame. Do they lose to Notre Dame? I think they beat Notre Dame. I'm not.
I think they beat Notre Dame. I think their toughest home game is Wake Forest.
Now, Wake's got
road game, I should say.
Their quarterback's out. They got a new quarterback. Their starter for last year is hurt. I don't know. Wake had a great year last year, but now you're going from hunter to hunted. You're not taking anybody by surprise. Now you got the target on your back.
Correct.
The quarterback's thrown 15 passes. I don't know. And Clemson, speaking of QBs, this guy, he threw 9 touchdown passes last year. Think about that. 9 passes, 9 touchdown passes to starting quarterback. So
you run the ball a lot? Jeez.
Yeah. Bad. Like, I think people forget how this Clemson team was like an under team. The defense is always going to be good.
Yep.
All right. Venables is gone. That's fine. They'll still be good because they just bring in new NFL recruits.
Correct.
The coaches, what are you going to say? They win games. I'm not, and again, we're doing a win total here. It's not like we got to worry about them covering spreads. They just got to beat these guys. And again, you look at the schedule, I think they could take care of business.
Yeah.
Hard games at home. State and Miami are supposed to be the 2 good teams. We'll see what happens. You win at home, then what? Even if you lose to Clemson or even lose to Notre Dame, you still got 11 wins on the year.
Yep.
Miami, everybody's high on the Canes. I'm a Cane guy. Van Dyke, I like him coming back here. New quarterback. They're trying to bring back the little swag with Cristobal at head coach. I don't know. Did we go down this road with Randy Shannon, though? Cristobal did nothing at Oregon. So, I don't know. They have a win total of 8.5, 5-1 to win the conference. I'm not buying it. At A&M, loser. At Clemson, will probably lose. Florida State games, that's not a gimme. Florida State's, and Virginia might be a little tough when they got the old coach here from Clemson taking over. So that's a strange program. I kind of like their old head coach, but again, Miami, I got nothing to say about Miami. That's whatever. NC State though, I'll go over to 8.5 here. 750 to win. We're going to see how good these guys are out of the gate.
Yep.
Right. I mean, we'll see if they're the real deal here. I kind of got them pegged for 9 wins. Again, Texas Tech at home. You think, oh, it's Texas Tech. Again, it's
no, they should take care of them.
It's a 5-win team, so they should win there. Obviously, yeah, Clemson's going to be a little tough.
Mm-hmm.
At Louisville, I think it's going to be tough. I'm kind of high on Louisville. You'll see that coming up in the. I got a little lean on them. I don't know if I posted that in the chat. I don't think it's in there. If I stayed at home, so take care of business. 9 wins. I think we get it here. 8.5. It's close. I still like NC State.
What do you say? NC State loses to Clemson in East Carolina. Sound good?
Yeah, Clemson, East Carolina. Yeah.
Let me have hope. Okay. I agree. No, NC State should be a good team. I don't know if they're as good as Clemson, but they'll be a good team.
Yeah, I mean, people are high on State, so you can only. I got to ride them a little bit. Pitt's up next, 8-1, 8 wins. I kind of lean under with Pitt here.
Yeah,
I mean, I get it. Like your starting quarterback is down the street playing for the Steelers.
Yep.
Your wide receiver, like the guy who caught all of his passes, who made your offense prolific, he's playing for USC, and the USC guy flamed out, and he's over here quarterbacking Pitt. I don't know. I mean, 8 wins looks tough to me here. I mean,
they could lose to West Virginia week 1. Tennessee's on the schedule.
That's it. It's the backyard brawl. Could be tough, and West Virginia's starting over. I get it. It's just one of those games. You got a lot of familiar kids playing each other. It's a big rivalry. Yeah. Tennessee's up next, right there, top 10 team. At Louisville, at North Carolina, who knows what we'll talk about them next.
UNC's
at Virginia, at Miami. It's not like you have, it's not like you have some cakewalk. It's not like you got Duke. You're going to, Duke 3 times, or Georgia Tech. Duke. I'm on the road. I'm talking about road games.
Oh,
you hit the road. It's like that's Tennessee, West Virginia, UL, NC, Virginia. 3-3. That's a tough package there to get the wins.
Yeah.
So I'll lean under there. NC. I mean, Mac Brown was running back for Vanderbilt in 1970. You know that? So forget the fact 52 years ago, he was a running back in college. He's been coaching for 33 years. I'm not saying it's passed him by. I mean, last year's team, though, the hype on Howell, and I thought he was supposed to be a good quarterback. I was all in on him. Like, here we go. Terrible.
Horrible.
Terrible. So you lose him. You know what? 3 NFL running backs the last couple of years off that team. Wide receiver, that. I look at it as that team was so supposed to be good, and they wet the bed, and there was no answers from the coach.
It was bad from week 1 when they lost to Virginia Tech.
Where is the coaching? Right? Where's the and your backup, your DC, your backup head coach. Gene Chizik, right? He won a national championship. Is he the guy to take over for Mac Brown? Is he basically the head coach? I don't know. I got to see. Total 7.5. I don't know. I'm not buying this team. I don't know.
No, under, because they lose to App State on the road. They got Notre Dame, Miami, Virginia Tech, Pittsburgh, Wake Forest, NC State. They may win 4 games this year.
Yeah.
A&M, they get Florida A&M win, Georgia State win, Duke should be a win, Georgia Tech maybe a win. They may win 4 games this year, to be honest.
Good. So Louisville, 6.5. I didn't put it here. I got to lean on the over, and this is 25-1 to win the conference here. Maybe take a flyer on that. I like this kid Cunningham. If he's healthy, they're coming in as a road fave here in Syracuse. Who I think, I think,
slight.
Well, I think their coach is out. Babers. I think he'll be being shown the door here.
Yeah.
I like these guys to go over. We've seen quarterbacks. We saw last year the same conference. Kenny Pickett, like guy gets hot. He gets hot. Some wide receivers a breakout year, and all of a sudden these guys are putting up 48 points a game. So I'll lean over at UL. That could be my little surprise team.
They do have a little bit of a tough schedule.
They do.
I know they're slight favorites. 3.5, 4.5 against Syracuse. That one could be a toss up. They get UCF, which we mentioned earlier. They get Wake Forest, granted at home. They get Pitt at home, but those are ranked teams. In Clemson, in Kentucky, they play NC State. Higgs is frozen, but they play a tough schedule. Boston College on the road. Florida State's not a gimme. South Florida is. I don't know. James Madison will be a gimme. I don't know. I guess I'm not as high on. There you go. I guess I'm not as high on Louisville. I think they have a little bit of a tougher schedule.
I just like Cunningham. I don't know. I think
that's fair. If you get a good quarterback, all of a sudden the team can be something. But I don't know.
That's what I look at it. I'm like, every year you got someone comes out of the blue. Maybe it's his time to shine. Florida State 6.5 win projection, 22-1. Again, Mike Norvell on hot seat, 8-13 since taking over here. Terrible. How the mighty have fallen. And look at this schedule. Open and closed, LSU and Florida. So 0-2, right? I mean, like that's a tough. And you have Miami, NC State on the road. Like you need to win those games if you're going to get 7 wins here.
Yeah.
And you'd think like the talent is still coming there. I think there'll be a lot of changes this year. I think we'll see some guys getting canned. I think Mac Brown's going to be out. I think this guy's going to be out. I think a couple other guys coming down the line here at Syracuse will be out because a lot of new head coaches in this conference. Wake Forest, as we mentioned, an 8-win club, and they're projected again 25-1 down the road here a little bit. Last year 11-3, awesome season. But your starters out for what? A month or two? Tough.
Like that. Tough
hill to climb. This is Wake Forest, folks. This isn't Oklahoma where they're just chugging in 5-star quarterbacks.
Luckily they have a little bit of a 3 gimmies to start the year with VMI, Vandy, and Liberty.
Yeah,
and then they get Clemson, but that's at home. That you never know. At Florida State, yikes. Army, we'll see. Boston College
for
Louisville.
Wake's about the defense for Wake. If the defense could kind of hold on tight,
together.
Huh?
Yeah. If the defense can hold together, yeah.
Yeah. So
because they will score points.
It's just listen. If that kid was healthy, it'd be a different kind of.
Wake Forest to win the ACC could be an option if that guy's healthy.
No, but you miss out a couple games,
and
you don't. Yeah. BC's up next. I like the over with BC. Again, talk about quarterbacks. Is this guy going to be healthy the whole time? Banged up last year. But solid defense, the coach. This is a team, like what'd you call them, the Boston Cowards?
Yeah, I only joke around about that. They were supposed to play ECU in the Military Bowl, and then
they had the COVID. Yeah.
They had a COVID stuff, and then forfeit. Like they didn't play the game, so we always called them the Boston Cowards. But that's just an East Carolina thing.
This team, it's like the lunchbox. Like here we go, cliche time. Like the non-sexy team. They play defense. They just kind of play pro set football. It's not nothing flashy, but they're always in these kind of games. I like it. Give me the over here with these guys. I like BC.
I think they have a favorable schedule too.
Yeah,
Rutgers, Maine. The Duke's in their schedule. Syracuse at home is in their schedule. They have to go to NC State, but they have Clemson. They have to play Clemson, but it's at home. They get to play UConn. So I think Rutgers is a win. Maine's a win.
2.
UConn's a win. Duke's
3,
a win.
4.
Louisville could be a win. Florida State.
Syracuse at home should be a win. Yeah, they should win their games at home.
They should be able to get the 7 wins easily.
Rutgers won, Maine. If they beat Louisville, right? Defense. It's Louisville coming up October. Who knows? Could be a blizzard up there. It's Northeast. You never know what you could get. There could be a rainstorm. 1, 2, 3. That's a loss of Clemson, but 3. UConn 4. Duke 5. Syracuse is 6. So 6 wins right there, and then you got to steal one. Can you steal Virginia Tech, Florida
Yes.
State?
Yes.
Even Wake. I mean, like NC State, you don't know. You could put, you're gonna Notre Dame's a loss, but if your defense is solid, you could come in and steal a game from somebody.
Even Clemson, it's at home. That's the only thing I'm giving it. It's at home, but you never know. Boston College played Clemson close last year.
Yeah.
So you never know, and I think that was in Clemson.
Again, we talked about the Clemson offense last year was not good.
No, it's a different Clemson team this year.
All right, we got the bottom feeders left. Let's go here. We got some more comments. Let's see what we got in the chat with Nebraska. Blah blah blah. Mike. All right, so we have a live triple parlay. Higgs and Tim. You know it.
There you go.
Little football parlay. Miami or NC State to win the ACC. ACC. Under wins for Carolina. Under wins Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Nick, you know me. I can't come in and say, let's say Clemson minus 120. They're 125 at one spot.
Yeah.
Where's the fun in that? I'm looking to kind of go off and not take the favorite. Give you a reason why I'm going to take a dog, why I take dogs most of the time. So either one of those, sure. Would I love to see the Hurricanes? Of course I would. I was just watching you last night. Nebraska Northwestern, yep. Dublin, Ireland.
Yep.
NC State traditionally strong prep. Yes, but I mean they kind of fell in a little bit of hard times here. I mean, I can pull up the recent history.
That would be good.
Yeah, I mean, I like it because, like everybody else, they read the books and it's supposed to be a nice little year for them. Favorable schedule. Let's see what happens. But am I running to bet them?
No.
College defense, very good. Yes, it was, Mike. They're going to be good this year, too. Nate's an ECU guy. He's excited about it. Utah and Baylor. 2-game parlay for what, Saturday?
Let's see.
Sunday? I mean, Utah.
What is Utah has a pick'em game against Florida.
They're in Florida.
2.5 point favorite in Florida.
Yeah, they were a 2-point dog. The line flipped.
Baylor's against Albany. I'm guessing that's not the game you're talking about. How about Baylor? Maybe he might be talking about week 2 versus BYU. Yeah. That could be a little bit of a different story, but that's a really weird parlay.
Need a 2-game parlay, he says. Unbelievable. I mean,
what do you mean? Okay, I'm confused about the Baylor part because the first Baylor game is on the 3rd against Albany, and I don't have a line for that one. Like, I don't know what you're trying to get at with that one.
Money line it.
I don't even know if you can bet it.
That might be a late added
that
game.
That might be one of the ones that has the 36601, like the 6 number 1.
Yeah, that'll be definitely an added college football game. I got 8 college football games starting up.
Let's see. Do I even have a line for that
8
game?
Or 10. I got 10. I got a couple totals and I got some sides starting up September 1st.
Albany and Baylor, nothing, no lines. Zippo.
What day is it? The 3rd?
The 3rd. They're not going to have a line on that one because Baylor's going to be about a 40-point favorite.
Yeah, they're not in rotation.
I know.
Albany.
On games that actually are going to have lines.
Nebraska's 56 at Northwestern is the most scored by Nebraska against a Big Ten team, the largest margin of victory also. I don't know if they're going to score 56 in this one.
I think they'll score high. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
Yeah.
If you look at it, these two teams are bringing back more of their offensive pieces than defensive pieces this year. And when it comes to it, I think their offenses will be able to click a little bit more. And first game of the year, I don't know. I feel like this one could be a back-and-forth, exciting game.
So, I mean, it totally hasn't moved. It was 50.5 as an early opener. Hasn't moved a lick. I don't know. I kind of like Nebraska.
Yeah, me and you are against each other on that one.
Your Bombers pulling through. Yeah, of course. But I had the Mets run line. So that's what I got to do. And no DeGrom tomorrow. We get Taiwan Walker.
Yeah, they interviewed Buck. They said, we didn't want Taiwan Walker to get too much days off.
Why not?
And it sets
Push
up the
DeGrom.
rotation. It sets up the rotation perfectly, so that we get Scherzer and DeGrom in that Dodger series.
Cubs to go 11-1. Yeah, Ella Notre Dame. I again, Notre Dame versus the teams with speed, and I think the nil and the money will help a lot of teams. It's not going to help Notre Dame because Notre Dame still brings in like your academic kind of recruit guy. You only get so many guys there,
Yeah.
So that's where they get hurt. That's why they get in these playoffs. You see them get destroyed by double digits.
You do.
BC, yeah. I agree, BC. QB's good. Health, though. Can he stay healthy the whole year? Elliott's in the house. Liberty in basketball.
Yes, Liberty. Yeah. Well, New York Liberty tomorrow, WNBA playoffs. Yes.
Oh, I said that's what that is?
Yes,
Orioles.
They play tomorrow.
Orioles got it done today? They played?
The Orioles didn't play today.
I don't know. He's got both.
I got them tomorrow plus 130 with Voth on the mound versus Cease.
Twins are horrible.
Yes, they are. Welcome to the program. We already knew this.
Elliot, if you took the Twins today, I said in chat, I'm like, I guess you go run line. Rangers had won a few in a row.
Yep.
Jackson State, Florida A&M, September 4th. I got nothing on the game right now. I'm talking ACC right now.
Jackson State.
Nebraska 32-4 in season opener since 1986.
That doesn't mean they cover, right? That's just straight up. They should win. They're 13-point favorites. They should win.
So if that's the case, lay the 500 and just lay 500 for them to win outright.
Oh God! Don't do
No,
that.
I'm saying. I mean, what are they? What are they ATS? What are they ATS in that 32-4s?
No clue.
Yeah, that's the key. That's what you need.
Yeah, that's the only thing I care about.
Florida State starting center gone for the year.
Oof.
Listen, I think Norville's out. I think we'll talk about Beavers in a second over there. Dino Babers for Syracuse. Dodger blue today. I got the Dodgers today, right? Where's my little Dodger?
Yeah,
baseball?
you had Dodger run line in your thing. You had
Atlanta
run line, and you had
A's. The A's.
Did the A's get there? Oh, they're playing right now. It's
Braves lose too, right? 2-1. They didn't get there, huh? Thanks, Atlanta.
Yeah, I had the over in that game, and no runs were scored against. No runs were scored against Jake Odorizzi. Like, what the heck? Come on.
14-1 in August, average score 39-16. That's all fine and dandy, but I mean, who are they playing? These games could be versus like East Dubip, and they win 56-0. I mean, I need ATS numbers.
Yep. Liberty, take the Liberty. Move on.
BC and Clemson game note 2 could be an upset. Yeah, I like BC. BC's gonna be a nice little home dog.
Could be.
Liberty sky breakdown tomorrow.
Leon Edwards with a nasty kick against Kamari Usman. Yep.
Dane Elliott, here you go. Who's right up your alley?
Oh God, I would love to see it, but I don't see that.
Stop geoengineering.
Any
Tim, got dogs for baseball tomorrow already?
Of course. Baltimore, Cleveland, and Milwaukee. Let's run it. Corbin Burns at plus 130. Sign me up.
I bet Cleveland at 148.
Oh geez, it's at like 128 now.
Yeah.
That's still good.
But I got Dodgers run line 160.
You bet it?
Yeah.
Oh,
against Burns. Dodger run line tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Burns 2 starts for him this year versus Dodger. I think he had a 5-3 and a 5-4 game. So I think the Dodgers are going to be able to scrape a couple over him. Gosselin, though, I did the free pick with Lenny today. He's got like a 0.4 ERA this month, a whip of like 30. He's just been he had that hiccup in July with the All-Star game before that, and he has been absolutely dealing since.
He's probably
Cy Young.
Cy Young. These are number 2 and number 3 right now in the Cy Young race, so maybe an under as well. What's the total in that game?
7. I got the under 7.
Maybe not.
It's low. That's why I went Dodger own line, because if the Dodgers score the 4, it's going to go over.
You know what? We'll both grab plus money tomorrow, and then the Dodger will win by 1, and we'll both lose.
Yeah, it'll be like a 2-1 game. 1 return alignment for BC QB. Yeah, last year. That's the problem. He's with that Jack. I can't even pronounce his name. That's why I just call him the QB. I can't pronounce it. I butcher names here. Tigers versus Redone. I thought about taking the under there for tomorrow. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah. Nebraska money line and under 51. Nebraska money line minus 500. Wyoming under. I already got the Wyoming. I got Wyoming under 46.5.
I got Wyoming plus 10.
Connecticut.
Yes. Connecticut.
Twins first side push. Teamer goes down. Ugh, it happens. It happens. Let's finish up the AAC stuff here. You know what? Let me just put these up here. We'll get them all in together. I think they should all fit. Yes, they do. All right. So that's so everybody, you got them all in front of you. So we were on Virginia, 6.5 win team. Again, new head coach, Clemson. Guy takes over here. Pretty much new offensive line. I think they struggle. Again, we're going to grab 6.5. Again, anything down here, I'm not looking to take anybody on a wild shot for ACC. Virginia Tech, 75-1. Penn State head coordinator comes over, take over this thing. Again, not Beamer Bowl. This is a rebuild. This team fell apart after Beamer left. Here we go. Here's the play. Georgia Tech, 3.5 under the total. 200-1 to win the conference. What are we doing here? Another head coach, 9-25. 9-25 run for the head coach. Hot seat. Another one here. Him, Norville, Babers up next.
I got 2 wins for Georgia Tech.
Really? West Carolina and Towson, Duke. What else you got here?
They play Towson?
I thought they had Towson.
I got West Carolina and Duke. Those are my 2 wins again for them. Other than that, they got Clemson, loss, Ole Miss, UCF in UCF, Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh, Virginia, Florida State, Virginia Tech, Miami, UNC, and Georgia. Nope, I see them beating Duke, and I see them beating Western Carolina, and that is about it.
Yeah, Western Carolina. That's 3.5. It's a gift. Syracuse. So why
they don't play Syracuse?
No, Syracuse is up next. I'm saying.
Oh, sorry.
I'm looking for my. Where is my?
Oh, Syracuse is going to win the entire thing. What are you talking about? No, I got. Let's see, 2 win.
Yeah, it's a 4.5 win here for Syracuse. I don't see it.
They got a tough schedule.
I don't see it. I don't know why I wrote down Towson. I know what I was looking at for that. That'd be something else.
Towson schedule now.
Where? Yeah, I don't. Why did I pull that? I wrote it. I don't know why I wrote it down. It happens. So the Cuse with Babers again. This is a guy I think is going to be out of here. And you look at their early schedule. Louisville. This was they were favored, I believe, to start versus Louisville. Now it's flipped. UConn should be a win. Purdue, I don't know. People saying like this could be a win for them. I don't know if they can. Purdue's not a great team either, but
I'm gonna have Purdue week 1. We go versus Penn State.
Then you get Wagner, Virginia. Yeah. Again, Virginia's in rebuild. Maybe they steal a couple wins here. I'm not buying it. I'm not buying Syracuse at all.
I hope they have a good year, but
you could look at it and say, hey, they win their home games here and they beat, again, Louisville, Purdue, Virginia, teams that are supposed to be average teams. Do they steal them all and go 5-0 to start? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-0.
They could
against NC State.
Dead right there.
Yeah, I could be dead in the water by October, but I don't think so. I'm not. Nope.
Louisville probably beats them. Purdue probably beats them. They get 3 wins there. And then I don't really this last 7 games. I don't see them winning a single one.
Yeah,
NC State, Clemson, Notre Dame, Pittsburgh, Florida State, Wake Forest, and Boston College.
Yeah, nothing. So they got to sweep the start of the season.
Yep.
And again, I look at that as
season and then steal one in order to make a bowl game.
That's a tough ask. I'm not buying it. Not on a guy who's been bad lately. And then Duke, 500-1, 3-win team.
Give me a break.
Mike Elko comes over from A&M, defensive coordinator, so obviously they'll be solid there. But again, their old coach who's the quarterback guy. So how good's this offense? They were terrible.
I see one win for Duke.
Really, it's either Temple or NCAA. Where are you going with this?
I see Temple winning.
I
already mentioned that one earlier. They even have to play Kansas, and I think Kansas beats them. So
that's on the road
this
too.
Duke team may win one game this year, and none in division, none in the ACC.
No. They got nothing. And I'll talk about Kansas tomorrow. They got a lot of returning stat wise, like a lot of their stat guys are back. But yeah, you look at this Blue Devil team, definitely 0-8 in ACC play.
Yep.
You want to take that bet?
Oh yeah, what? Virginia, Georgia Tech, UNC,
nope.
Miami, Boston College, Virginia Tech, Pittsburgh, and Wake.
A lot of work to be done. A lot of work to be done. I wonder, so my son's high school coach, he came over from another team, I guess last year. They were like a winning team. And you look at these like college coaches who leave like A&M or Penn State, wherever, and you come to take over bad schools. Like, do you just want to be a head coach that bad? Like some teams are just bad.
Hey, but sometimes it's just to get your foot in the door, and you can maybe turn this 1-win program into a 4-win program.
I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's tough. Like coaching is a
it's definitely
tough gig. Let's see what we got here in the would I bet a 2-game parlay week here, Utah and Nevada. Utah is a trendy play. Everybody's going to be on Utah. The line flipped. They were a dog. Now they're a favorite. Going to win the Pac-12. I do like Utah. But again, I don't like jumping on something that everybody else is jumping on. And as for Nevada, I got the under. Got the under at a 55 here. I kind of like New Mexico State a little bit. The line's come down. But I like the dog.
Yeah,
so
I would have to lean towards the Aggies too. But I'm a dog person.
Saturday, had $20 wager. Braves money line, Vegas Aces, Leon Edwards, Cards, Pitt. Pirates lost. Oh my God, lost. Oh, I'm taking the Pirates. I mean, come on. 2 wins for Georgia Tech. Yeah, Georgia Tech. I'm not. No Georgia Tech for me. What? Like I said, the head coach. I think he's going to be out of here. 9-25 last couple of years. Good night. Alex, good to see you. The Cuse. I'm not buying the Cuse. No way. You're telling me that these guys are going to win 5 in a row to start the season. I'm not buying it. I've been on fire enough for preseason.
There you go.
You should be. If you're not having a winning preseason, and you hear people say, "Oh, I don't bet the preseason." I mean, I'm not undefeated in preseason. I'm having a winning preseason. I'll take it. Now, this week looks a little tougher for me. I'm not really running out to. I kind of like the Bills. I got to see who's playing for them. Maybe tomorrow, or Thursday, a little Kansas City love. I think, but this week's a tough week. The last week's always a tough week. You never know what you're getting. Kansas over Duke. Yes, for football. Mm-hmm. You see Kansas and Duke, you might think like to play in like November somewhere at the Maui Invitational or something.
Yeah.
Longhorn football going to dominate. We'll talk about them tomorrow. Jets just beat the Falcons, never in doubt. Yes, I said the Jets today on the show, Lane. Did they win?
Yeah, 24-16.
Never in doubt.
Under in cash.
Nevada is junk. Yeah, definitely not a Wolfpack guy.
Nope.
Plus 9.5. Good number. Lost just about everyone. Nevada did, yes. Need to my parlay and jackpots and video poker.
Good luck. Have fun.
Buckeyes. Yeah.
Are going to win the entire thing.
I think Ohio State rolls in week 1, too. So.
Yep, 100%.
Do I like over Pitt, West Virginia? I actually kind of like the under.
Under.
I like the under. West Virginia, again, new regime coming to town. And then Pitt, New quarterback, your wide receiver's gone. You have to kind of throw out last year, especially. I mean, I get continuity and stuff, and it's the coach, and they're just going to reload stuff. I understand with your Alabamas, like your teams that always are good or a big name. Pittsburgh's not a school where they're just going to come in and replace. All right, Kenny Pickett had a great year last year, and who knows if he was a fluke? Is he a product of the system? All I know is that you got a USC kid coming to town to play in Pittsburgh from USC. That's a bit of a culture shock.
Yep.
Niners Texans Thursday night. I like the Texans, believe it or not. I like the Texans. Daniel's going to help West Virginia a lot. Didn't Graham Harrell take over? He's the new coach over there, I'm pretty sure, for West Virginia.
No, I don't remember off the top of my head. I don't know. I don't look at all the coaches and stuff.
Yeah, he was an old Big 12 guy, so he's going to want to come in and shuck it. Graham Harrell. West Virginia Mountaineers. Oh, again, so we talked about Pitt and them for the backyard brawl. Rivalry games, these teams, they get pumped up for this kind of stuff.
You're damn right they do.
It's oh no, West Virginia's Graham, here he is, Graham Howell, taking over, offensive coordinator.
Here you go.
I don't know. All right. That's it. That's our ACC, AAC rundown.
So in conclusion, East Carolina is going to win the entire thing.
Yeah, if we're looking to take picks here for each division, I'm going to say
Houston.
Yeah, Houston, just because they have no Cincy and no UFC, so they'll have kind of a clear path to get the wins. So they're 2-1. I think they're a shot in the AAC. And for the ACC, I'm going to say maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's tough not saying Miami guy. But I really want to say Louisville at 25-1. Just because, who knows? Maybe I got the Heisman down there. I don't know.
Maybe.
I can't do Clemson. Clemson's a small fave. I can't do that. And I'm a Hurricane guy, so I can't put the jinx on them. So it's going to come down to, I'll go totally outside the loop and say Louisville 25-1. That's it. NC State at 10-2. I mean, we got the schedule. It's winnable. I mean,
they got
losses.
What? Clemson
on the road is going to be tough. And then what? Where's the loss? At Louisville?
Well, it's going to be
home versus Florida State. What? You got the schedule?
Realistically, Clemson's probably could be their only loss this year.
Right. I mean, East Carolina win. Charleston Southern win 2. Texas Tech should be a win. Again, Texas Tech projected 5 wins.
UConn. They're going to lose to UConn.
UConn 4-0 at Clemson. Say they lose there, 4-1. Florida State. Now, the Florida State spot, depending on Clemson, it could be a letdown spot for them. Maybe they're in a dogfight there.
Or if they beat Clemson, they lose to Florida State.
Exactly. They beat Clemson, and now they're in a letdown spot. Or it's a close game, and they're still kind of flat. And again, it's a tough spot because then you're in Syracuse the next week. So it's still kind of like a sandwich, and I'm saying Syracuse because it's a travel, back and forth. Yeah. That's Virginia Tech at home win. Wake Forest, again, quarterback. And that could be a whole different Wake Forest team if there's their regular guys back. You never know.
Yeah. That's in November.
BC could be a tough one there. That could be a snow game. It's November. You never know what kind of weather you're going to get down there, right? Could be, little elements. Could be rainy. BC could play.
In North Carolina? I don't think so.
No rain?
Maybe a little bit of rain, but
I don't know. Snow. I'm saying it's November. It could be a little. You never know what you're getting outdoors.
You never know.
Who knows? But BC's a tough little squad. And then at Louisville, at North Carolina. Carolina should be a win. Louisville might be a little tough because I'm high on Louisville. But
yeah.
Cincy, Arkansas, down to 7. Looks like defensive game. Why so high over under? Who did I say? Louisville? What did I say?
No. You said the right thing. I just said I like Arkansas. So.
Yeah, I like Arkansas too. Why so high? You know what? That's a good question with that Cincy total. Since he's breaking in a new QB, I don't know. I like Arkansas. I look at the total. I got to look at the total more. Penn State, yes. Think about the Gamecocks. Little South Carolina SEC action. We'll get to them. We got to get to that. That's not today's show. Today is AAC, ACC. Tomorrow, Big 10, Big 12 tomorrow night. Midday money tomorrow, 12 noon. Usual banter, baseball. See how we do. That's it for today. Take it easy, folks. We'll see you tomorrow. So, I was just gonna hit end, but I'm gonna hit the music.
Yay, music.